federal government has claimed that secession agenda and activities in Nigeria is no longer succeeding due to the failure of secessionists to intimidate and extort money from President Muhammadu Buhari. Senior Special Assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on Media and Publicity, Alhaji Garba Shehu, made the claim at media interaction at the Secretariat of the All Progressives Congress (APC) in Abuja. He assured that the disturbing spate of insecurity in the southeast will soon be a thing of the past, as the army will soon crush criminals terrorizing the zone. The first question is about the unity of this country, calls for secession, and the claim that the presidency is not talking. The presidency has been talking, and our position is clearly that this country is one. It is united, and by the grace of God we continue to be united. One thing is that you can't intimidate Buhari, you can't bully him. A lot of these people who are calling for secessions are the problem of this country, and I am happy that reasonable opinion and reasonable voices are now rising. Is it not only yesterday we were reading Afenifere, the most credible faction of Afenifere, saying we are not for secession? Ohaneze has said this over and over again. So this thing about secession is they had used it in the past. You create secession and break up Nigeria, and then you intimidate the sitting leader, and then you open up the vault and brings money to settle people. President Buhari will pay no one. Is not going to pay. And now it is clear, yes, and now it is clear that having ignored all of that, reasonable opinions are coming from those states and from those regions. We have all heard the governors in Southwest denounce all these things. So it is a sham. Nigerians want to be one. They want to continue. Yes, there are problems, and we are hoping, we are hoping that as people united and loving of one another, we will come together and solve our problems, he said. On agitation for a national conference to address the country's challenges, Shehu said there was no need for that, as it would not do more than a parliament which was mandated to ensure the sovereignty of Nigerians. He added that any Democrat in heart and practice should believe in the tripartite structure of government, noting that a lot of those calling for secession are unelectable, adding that they should contest election if they felt otherwise. On the spate of kidnappings and banditry in the country, Shehu said though it was not a commendable development, the act had been on for long, even before the country gained independence. He blamed the developments on bad eggs in our communities who revealed military secrets to bandits. He recalled how a tea seller in a particular state near the airport always revealed the movement of military personnel to bandits whenever they moved their aircraft to attack. The sponsor of bandit hired him, built a house for him, bought him a golf car, and gave him money to do bigger tea business. Each time an aircraft took off from Katsina Airport to go and operate in Zamfara, he will call them on phone and say they are coming. By the time they get there, the targets have disappeared, he said. Shehu said there was need for all hands to be on deck to rid out communities of such informants, because the military were as humans as we are, with blood running in their veins. On the current unrest in the southeast, Shehu said though criminals were fighting to gain upper hand, no criminal or terrorist was bigger than the country. None of them is mightier than our armed forces. This structure has been there. They were certificated and praised. They stabilized the entire West African region, he said. He noted that the role the Nigerian military played in ensuring peace and stability in Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Gambia, saying they stood out. He said all the military needed to combat terrorism and acts of banditry in the country was time, support and prayers from Nigerians. Yes, you want to crush them, but you have not been able to crush bandits that a Gumi has been parading himself with. Now you are trying to comment Afenifere now, but Afenifere has been talking about restructuring. You refused. Now because they said they want restructuring, they don't want a secession, they don't want to say secession, and you are not praising them, or Hanese, you are not praising them. You guys are deceiving yourself. How many people are following these people? You want to recognize them now, but when they talk about restructuring, you say, oh, they want to break the country now because they don't want, but they have told you what they want. Are you still listening to what they want, what they have been clamoring for? Because you're always equating restructuring and secession. You always equate them together. You see, they are just looking, they say a drowning man can hold use anything to, for survivor. That is what is happening now. You are beginning to align yourself with them. How many of the people are with the Afeniferis, are with the Ohanese? You know their position, you know how their people perceive them. So, and those are the people you are not bragging. The same way Femi Adesina will come and tell you that how many people are even protesting. But when NSAS issue came, he now knew that Nigerians were not joking. You cannot crush bandits, but Lai Mohammed told us that there's nothing wrong in negotiating with bandits, in as much it's going to bring peace. But now you are beginning to dance Ajasco with the people you never even agreed with. Well, Gaba, you are speaking rubbish. Okay? Useless talk. You deliberately will not crush bandits and armed herdsmen. Shame on you and the push and start Muhammad Buhari. My friend Buhari has already been intimidated. He has also been bullied, even in London. Garba Shehu, please don't create problems where there is none. Think before you talk. The southern Nigerians are human, so be very careful of your commitments and comments. You are yet to crush the Boko Haram, but you are not. You want to crush the people in the southeast. Oh, like he said now, oh, Buhari is not intimidated. And why is it that you are preaching up and down? And again, you are saying these people you want to crush them. And the UK government said, of course, all of you know the kind of games you are playing. The UK government is giving them asylum. If they are really terrorists, can they be given asylum? But you are giving terrorists asylum. You are giving them. You have created a commission which is called Operation Corridor, Safe Corridor, or whatever you call it. You are giving them all manner of support, and you are telling us all cock and bull stories. You guys continue with what you are doing. The whole world knows the truth, but you are so adamant in doing that wrong things. And the same people telling us the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable, but you cannot keep and jump and get people to benefit from the dividends of democracy, and this is how to run a country. Oh my God, a lot of people are beginning to understand what is going on, but very few, the gullible ones, the myopic one, they will continue to go in the same direction that has not even favored them all this while. The Afenifere is referring to and the Ohanese, they have been talking about restructuring for God knows how long. Have you listened to them? But now you quickly jumped and say, oh yes, the respectable and the reliable Afenifere and Ohanese, they say they are not with them. So guys, let's hear your opinion and let's have your take on this.